Hello class. Today we will be learning about the greater than, less than, and equal to signs. Have any of you heard of these signs? Well, it looks like a few of you have, so let's dive in so we can learn a little bit more about these signs. Today's objectives are to know what numbers are bigger. So if 8 is bigger than 7, we want to be able to be pretty good at deciphering this. And then we also want to know what the signs mean. So the greater than signs, the less than signs, and the equal to signs. We also want to make sure that we're putting the correct signs for each problem. And you'll practice this more and more, but today we're going to be starting to learn how to do so. So these are some examples of the signs. Notice that they're shaped like alligators. This is going to help us with our exercise. They have little teeth that will help us. So we see that this is the greater than sign, this is the less than sign, and this is the equal to sign. So we should have all seen these signs before with other equations in math, but these are going to be new to us. So these are the ones we're really going to focus on today. So do you guys think that an alligator would want the big meal or the bigger number or small meal, meaning the smaller number? That's correct. They're going to want the bigger meal. So we're going to use their mouths as a guide to face the bigger number or meal, as we're calling it. So before we start diving into this, I'm going to be passing out whiteboards and markers to each of you. As I do this, I would like you guys to look at these three signs and make sure that you are comfortable with them and get to know them pretty well. Now that you have your whiteboards, set them aside until I ask you to use them. So let's start off with an example problem before we get into your exercise. We have a 2 and we have an 8. So would we want an alligator mouth facing this way towards the 2 to eat the 2? Would he want that? Or would he want to face the 8 and eat the 8? Well, we should have it facing towards the 8. The 8's a bigger number, so the alligator mouth is going to want to go this way. And the 2 is smaller, so the alligator is going to ignore it. We're going to act like this is its tail, and its mouth and its teeth should be right here, going towards the 8 to eat it. Now, are you guys understanding this? Good. Now let's get out our whiteboards and begin. Remember that your whiteboards are not meant for playing or drawing. It should only be used for our exercise. If you guys do use this as a playing tool of any sort, it will be taken away. And we will talk about this after everyone gets going on their exercise. Okay, let's begin. There's 5 problems on the board, but let's begin with the first one. So we have a 5 over here and a 9 over here. Which way do you guys think the alligator is going to go? Should it go towards the 5? So should the mouth be facing this way? Or should it be going to the 9? Write down what you think should happen on your whiteboard, and I will tell you when to flip it up. All right, it looks like everyone's done writing, so everyone hold up your whiteboards and let me see your answers. All right, it looks like a decent amount of you guys got it right. For those who didn't, the mouth wants to be facing towards the 9 because it is the bigger number. All right, so 5 would be less than 9. Okay, on to our second problem. We got 10 and a 3. Is 10 greater than 3? Is 3 less than 10? Is 3 greater than 10? Or is 10 less than 3? So remember to use your gator mouth facing what number is bigger? Now I'll give you guys a couple seconds to write down your answers. Put your markers down when you're done writing so I can see that everyone's done. All right, can everyone flip up their whiteboards? And let me see your answers. Awesome, looks like more of you understood that one. Now let's go to our next one. Our third problem. We got 55 and 55. So do we want the alligator mouth facing this way? Or this way? Or we could use equal to. Now write down your answers and put your markers down when you're finished. All right. Everyone hold up your whiteboards. Great. It looks like a lot of you guys got that one. A little tricky because we've only been talking about greater than and less than. But you guys understood that it is the equal to. All right. For our fourth problem, we have 67 and 76. Which one should the alligator mouth be facing? Which way? All right, hold up your boards. Awesome, you guys are getting better at this. Yes, it should be facing towards 76. This one might have been a little more confusing because the numbers are flipped. The same numbers are used. They're just in different order. But you guys caught that, so good job. Now let's go to our final exercise problem. That is 98 and 89. Which way should it be facing? Should the gator mouth be going towards 98? Or should our gator mouth be going towards 89? All right, hold up your whiteboards. Great, you guys are getting a hang of it. It should be facing towards 98. You want the mouth open this way so it can have the bigger number. Great job. So let's go through this one more time as we see the answers. So we had 5 is less than 9. Remember that if it faces this way, that it is less than. Below here, we got 10 is greater than 3. That greater sign is facing the opposite way. Our third one was an equal to, which you guys did a good job catching that, since we did not talk much about it. All right, and then the fourth one, we had 67 is less than 76. Our gator mouth is going this way because it's bigger, and it's facing towards the right, which means it is the less than sign. And our final problem, 98 is greater than 89. The alligator mouth is going towards the bigger number, and this sign is facing towards the left. The mouth is going towards the left, so that means it is the greater than sign. All right, so look at these a little bit and use them as a reminder for this exercise, what it should look like. Yes, now we will continue on to the main assignment for today. That will be this worksheet. Now I will pass out this worksheet that you see here on the board, and I will need 2 volunteers to collect, one collecting the whiteboards and one collecting the markers, and take them to my desk, stack them neatly and organized so I can pick them up. The rest of you may sit while one person from each group collects the bins of scissors and glue to bring to your table. Okay, now that that's done, write your name at the very top where it states name. Don't need to worry about the teacher score I'll be filling in, and then you need to write in the date. And the date will be found on the board, so you guys can copy from what I have on the board already. All right, so it looks like most of you guys are done writing. For this worksheet, you will need to cut out the alligators at the bottom. So some are facing to the right, the mouths are going to the right, which means this row is the less than. And the bottom row is the greater than, because their mouths are facing to the left. I want you to cut out these alligators individually. And in these boxes right here, you will have to glue them based on which alligator mouth should go to what number. So I will be walking around while you guys are working on this, and I will be helping all of you out. So don't worry if you have a problem, just raise your hand and I will get to you. So once this worksheet is complete, I would like you guys to turn it into the inbox and read until everyone else is finished. And then we will do our check for understanding for the day. So let's work on your worksheets. I'll give you guys about 15 minutes to 20 minutes or so. Since you guys have cutting and gluing to do, it'll take a bit longer. But get going on that and we will do our check for understanding. All right, it looks like most of you guys are finished with your worksheet. You guys are finishing it up, so let's get that turned in and let's do our check for understanding. All right, so can everyone with their hands show me the greater than sign? So let's use our right hands to put up our greater than sign. Let's make a little alligator mouth with our hands. And for our less than sign, let's use our left hands to make an alligator mouth. So can everyone show me your greater than sign? Good job. Can everyone show me the less than sign? And can everyone show me the equal to sign? Great job, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of our lesson. So I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you have any more questions, you can come to me and I will help you out with the homework that you'll be sent home today with. Thank you very much.